And we're going live with Rachel, and we're going Live live with artist Rachel G. Live live with artist Rachel G. It's Live live with artist Rachel G. Live it's live with artist Rachel G. Here we go, a little Captain Kangaroo for you while I finish plugging in my setup here. Let's go. Found this record this morning. It was amazing. A record that was made for me. Captain Kangaroo. Just putting out some work that I might also add to. These are prints that are now actually available on shoprachelgoldsmith.com. This one is printed on matte metal. It's called Maria's Circles. It was commissioned by the lovely Maria. And it's actually one of four. And eventually I will likely release all four. So they could be a triptych, and they can change colors too. Anyway, I'm thinking I might add on to these. Not even sure with which material yet, because I'm being informed right now by my former version of myself, who wrote a paper about Man Ray in college in 2001. And I'm like inspired by my former self, which I think is pretty hilarious. Yeah, it was some pretty good stuff. I think I posted it earlier to Instagram. I'm not sure if I did to Facebook. Live with artist Rachel G. So it said Man Ray was endlessly exploring new possibilities with different media in varying styles, and that aspect of his life left me as an artist gnawing at the creative heels. Gnawing at his creative heels. I was gnawing at Man Ray's creative heels. In any event, that's what we're working with today. There is a girl named Rachel. Time for Rachel show. There is a girl named Rachel. Rachel, we all know. I'm gonna start painting in a second because it is Live live with artist Rachel G. Live live with artist Rachel G. Yeah, we're still working on that, everybody. Still working on that. All right, plugging in my cords so I can get going. We're gonna get started in just a minute, creating live with a couple different mediums that I'll use, a couple different languages I'll be speaking this afternoon. They are the languages, not just of love, baby, but they will be different artistic languages too. Pretty cool. And I've got some music playing in the background, so I'll probably be singing along a bit. This was taken down out of the ceiling in the basement. The fluorescent lights were underneath there, and I pulled it out of the garbage this morning because I'm looking forward to seeing what happens if I hit it with the heat gun. So, and then this is a piece that I'm working on. So actually right now, when I hit this piece of plastic with the heat gun, don't try this like if you're unsupervised, y'all. I do want to see though how reactive, like what temperature this plastic melts and how it changes the texture and the look of it. So I'm starting on a high temperature, but a low speed. Live more like you never did before. And through the highs and lows, I got to get my positioning right so that both cameras got this. And I don't ruin the piece of artwork below it. Anyway, so using a heat gun on a piece of plastic from the fluorescent lighting that was just taken out of the Goldsmith Gallery. Whoa. It's kind of like it's dancing as it melts. I get impatient pretty easily with this kind of thing, so I'm feeling Shrinky Dink like right now. You guys picking up on the Shrinky Dink vibe? Or the trout, man. Trout fishing in America. What's up? We're gonna turn it up. So in order to react to this now, I'm having to move my hand a lot faster. It's interesting how it, I really ought to move the piece I'm working on. I really ought to make sure I pay attention to where the heat's going relative to the cameras and the artwork. There's a lot happening here, you guys. I don't know if I've ever multitasked so hard in my life. This is like how really good teachers run their classrooms. Like Stacey, Ashley, Allie, Caroli, CTT, Miss Vado. I mean, you guys were running your classrooms fiercely. You could react this fast. Anyway, I'm drinking it up. And I'm distracted because I've got too many cameras in paradise. Too many cameras. I'm burning my hand too. All right, let's see how quickly this hardens up now. Ooh, I'm loving that texture that it's giving me here. Like a freaking fish, like a trout. Trout fishing. It's like a pine cone. It's like a hop. And now it's broke. And now it's on the floor. And Rachel, ladies and gentlemen, L-I-V-E, it's live with artist Rachel G. L-I-V-E, live with artist Rachel G. All right, so it shrunk it down and stretching it out. I don't love how it stretched it out, but it does shrink it down. You can't control the speed at which that happens. Let's do, I feel like maybe I should use the Dremel on this. I am excited to see if the 3D will stick to it. And I'm excited because I can use the 3Doodler Pro in order to... I distracted myself with my work. Did you guys see that? I can use the 3Doodler Pro, the new 3Doodler Pro. They're almost new. I think it's coming soon. They announced that something's coming soon. And I really hope it's the new 3Doodler Pro. So I'll have all different mediums and temperatures that I can use to control the plastic and the output of the 3D printing pen, which will expand my language base. My T tag, by the way, from earlier. Actually, I found this on the floor. This must have been from a while ago. It was on, and gather love. Proverb. So, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Planting kindness and gathering love, which is cool, because Dick was in the garden like at 7 a.m. this morning. 7:20, really, because it had just gotten light. He was digging up some sunchokes. It's hard to decide how I like this. Like, do I like it as a filter over in the similar way that I like a veil on top of, like a veil of plastic on top of canvas, but on top of other colors even? Or do I like it with the white behind? Like this would be a veil. This is actually glow-in-the-dark plastic and some neon yellow. See, I'm seeing a form here. There's a form right here, y'all. I don't know if you can see it. And yeah, I said y'all. I got that from Ashley. And probably Michael Fonte, who's currently singing. I wonder if you guys can hear him or not. I'm hoping it's low enough that you can't. It's coming through my headphones. So I'm just having some decision making with this. But yeah, so there's this 3-dimensional form here that we're working with, and just trying to figure out exactly how this piece fits into the mix. If you have opinions about that, please type them into the chat. That would be so helpful. I'm finding it hard to decide, but I may actually end up needing to trim it further or change the shape of it, maybe using the Dremel or the heat gun again. But yeah, my tea tag said plant kindness and gather love. And the other day I had a tea tag that had a quote by Van Gogh, which was cool. It was about nature and loving nature. If you truly love nature, then like you don't have to search for beauty. You actually find beauty everywhere, which I happen to do. So that's pretty cool. I am going to be tying it up here, unfortunately, for all of you watching, because I have a office hours meeting to go to because I'm in school for social media, business marketing, art business school with the Ship It Brothers. If you don't know about the Ship It Brothers, you're missing out. You're missing out. Yeah, just ship it. It says it on the wall back there. Can you see it right here? Ship it. Ship it. I gotta go because it's time to ship it. You were L-I-V-E with artist Rachel G. Thanks for coming, y'all. There's exciting news coming soon. Ciao. Ending this broadcast. Yes, the double question for ending a broadcast gets me every time. Gets me every time. Gets me every time and gets me every time. Gets me every time and oh, am I still live? Gosh, I thought I ended this. Oh, yeah. So shocker.